We've reached an interesting point in the Tone Master Pro's life cycle. Many of us bought our Tone Master Pro right when they came out in October 2023, and we know the basic in and outs of the unit by now. But I saw a post a few days ago that reminds me that we still have new people coming into the community every day, and they aren't quite as familiar with how the Tone Master Pro works yet. Jerry Hummel posted this to the Fender Tone Master Pro users group on Facebook. Anyone who is having trouble getting scenes you have created showing up on the board, just tap the FS mode hold looper button just once, and there they are. I was going nuts trying to figure it out, but that is also how you get out of scenes and back to the preset view. No one mentioned this in any of the tutorials I've seen. Hope this helps someone out there who's tearing their hair out. Have a great night, kids. So I took a look at the videos that I've made on scenes, and Jerry's right. Not once did I show you how to get to your scenes on the Tone Master Pro. I did show you how to get to scenes using the Pro Control app, but that's not the same. I made the assumption that you all know what the FS mode foot switch is for and how to use it. Now, if you've had your Tone Master Pro for a while, that's probably a pretty safe assumption. But like I said, I've got to remember there are new folks coming in all the time to the Tone Master Pro community. They aren't familiar with how everything works, and let's face it, it takes some time to get used to how everything works on the Tone Master Pro. Jerry later posted this in the same thread. I hadn't even touched that button since I bought it. Was driving me crazy. I did the firmware update 5 times thinking it didn't take. But I had the 59 Bassman, the virtual capo, etc. I knew I had the update right. Live and learn. I've had it less than a week, so it's all raw to me, but I'm getting it bit by bit. Now, considering the replies that he got in that thread, it's obvious that there are many others that feel the same way. Now, I don't know about the other content creators who make videos for the Tone Master Pro. I can't watch them because I'm afraid I'm going to steal some of their stuff, and that's not cool. So I can't comment on them, but Jerry had me dead to rights. Now, it would have been easy for me to say, hey, all new users, read the manual from cover to cover. But you know, in a way, that's kind of a cop-out. Now, Jerry described perfectly how some new users approach the Tone Master Pro. You play around with the stuff that you're familiar with, and you don't go poking around in areas that you aren't sure of. But he wanted to use scenes. I mean, maybe he's used them on other modelers before. So he created some scenes, but he did not know how to access them by footswitch. And he did the right things by searching out the tutorials. I mean, I know how it feels when you've just spent 15 minutes watching a video and you still haven't learned what you're looking for. It can be very, very frustrating. Then you spend more time watching even more tutorials and you still don't get that one little bit of information that would have changed everything for you. Then when you finally find the answer, you're left wondering, why did the content creators leave out this one little bit of extremely important information? Now, like I said, I can't speak for the others, but as for myself, I made assumptions. I assumed that you all knew what the FS mode foot switch was for changing between preset mode and effects mode. But even if you did know that, you could still be excused for not knowing how to get into scenes mode. The thing of it is, scenes is just another foot switch option. Scenes do not have their own mode. But I mean, it's not unreasonable to think that there would be a presets foot switch mode, an effects foot switch mode, and a scenes foot switch mode, right? Especially if you're coming from a Fractal or a Helix modeler. So to Jerry, I commend you on diving in deep after having the unit for just 1 week. I can completely understand never trying that FS mode button if all you've been doing is switching from preset to preset. Look, even session master guitarist Tim Pierce didn't know about setting up foot switches when he posted his first presets for the Tone Master Pro. If you look at his presets on the cloud, you'll see that a lot of them have effects that do not have a corresponding foot switch assigned to them. But Tim didn't know that you could do that. So he would just go in, by hand, activate an effect, and then put it in bypass mode. And the Tone Master Pro makes it really easy to set up presets that don't use any foot switches. So if Tim Pierce missed it, you can consider yourself in good company if you missed it too. Let's switch over to the Tone Master Pro. Let's say that your experience is similar to Jerry's or even Tim's. You've got your Tone Master Pro, you've been checking out the factory presets, and you've even created some presets, either on the Tone Master Pro itself or in Pro Control. You've created a new preset that has scenes, but you don't know how to access them. You're in preset mode, and when you press the foot switch to turn on your new scenes preset, well, you can see that you're in that preset, and there's a box around the word bass on the top of the screen. So obviously this preset has scenes, but where are they? I mean, if you press foot switch assign here on the bottom of the screen, there's your scenes. You can see them right in front of you. But you don't want to switch from scene to scene by touching the screen, right? You want to use the foot switches to access your scenes. Okay, now how do you do that? Well, first, let's press the back arrow. Like Jerry found out, you press the FS mode foot switch, and bam, there's your scenes. So easy, right? But if nobody shows you, how are you supposed to know? Well, Jerry figured it out for himself and posted his results so that he could help others having the same problem. Thank you, Jerry. Now, in the same vein, this is how you would also access any foot switches that you've set up for effects, like to turn them on or off. Press the FS mode switch again. Let me bank down, and we'll go to this preset, for example. Press the FS mode foot switch, and there's the two foot switches that are set up for different effects. While we're looking at the FS mode foot switch, you can see that underneath FS mode it says hold looper. If you press and hold this foot switch, it activates the looper, and you can see all the various controls for the looper down here. I made a video on the looper, and I'll have a link for it in the description. Well, that's what I've got for this week, folks. Now look, this may seem like a very small issue to some of you, but poor Jerry probably had to join the hair club for men after he pulled out all his hair trying to figure out how to get scenes to work. Now he could have just solved this and went on his way, but he wanted to let other folks know about this. And I think that is very, very commendable. So let's give it up for Jerry Hummel, everybody. Jerry gets the gold star of the week. And if you're still here, thank you so much for stopping by and sticking around. I really do appreciate it. If you have any questions, comments, or suggestions, drop me a line right here, and I will get back to you as soon as I possibly can. Now, next week, I will have all new content on the Tone Master Pro. You don't want to miss that. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button and ring that notification bell. All right, guys, have a fantastic week, and I'll be talking with you again next Wednesday.